Hey, Mom. Are you home today? I'll be in your neighborhood later. Is it okay if I drop by to say hello? Hi, Lois. I don't have work today, so yes, you can come by. But it better not to be to ask me for money again. Of course not, Mom. What do you take your own daughter for? I can't stop by my mother's house to check how she's doing? That's exactly what you said when you popped by last month. I ended up handing you cash, remember? You only come around when you need something from me. Yeah, right, Mom. I know you like it when I come see you. You know you're lonely. Besides, you always complain but help me anyway, because you love me too much. So I'm pretty sure you're already counting bills to hand me as we speak. I do love you dearly, but that doesn't mean you can take advantage of me. You know I was struggling to get by after your father passed away. I began working again to support my own living, even though I am way too old for it. I don't have the kind of money to share with you, Lois. You can't keep asking for more. Come on, Mom. You have to help us. I won't be able to pay my bills if you don't. You have Vicky to take care of. You're a single mom now. You really need to stop depending on me and get your priorities straight. I thought you found a job. How often do you work? Why aren't you working today? I work very hard, but having a child in the 21st century costs a lot of money, you know. I'm doing my best here. I know you probably don't understand, but cut me some slack. You've been a homemaker for too long to understand the hardship of a working mom. Excuse me, you were a full-time homemaker until you were divorced. Why are you suddenly acting like you know better, huh? Anyway, that's not the point. I'm saying you fought hard for Vicky's custody. Don't let her down. You need to be a responsible mom for her. That's why I'm asking you to lend me some money, so that I can pay the bills. For your beautiful granddaughter, please? Won't you help us? This is so sad, Lois. What do you spend so much money on every day that you have to ask for more from your elderly mother? Are you taking good care of Vicky? Is she eating okay? She better not be hungry all the time. Ugh, here we go again. I'm an adult, okay? You can't treat me like a child forever. We are from separate households now, so mind your own business. It's really annoying when you think you can lecture me on how to raise my child. I really wish I didn't have to mind your business. I don't have a choice because you keep acting irresponsibly. You have a child, for crying out loud. Get it together. Whatever, Mom. You know you're getting old. Try to control your emotions a bit. You're going to pop a vessel or something. Tell me about it, really. If you are coming by today, you will tell me your plan going forward. You will tell me your work hours and how much you plan on making each month. What? I'm not coming then. You're being so bossy. I don't have to tell you anything. I don't have time to get scolded by some old lady who knows nothing about being a single mom. I will stop by another time to pick up the money. So the truth comes out. You really were only stopping by to take money from me. How dare you treat your own mother like an ATM? You really are going to pop my vessel very soon. By the way, when the hell are you going to pay me back for all the other money I lent you last month? And the month before that? Why do you remember these things? I wish you would just forget like an old person is supposed to. Don't you feel so cheap asking your daughter to pay you back anyways? Aren't you supposed to say, keep it? You should be worried about what you are supposed to be doing, not me. What do you spend so much on? You know, Vicky is growing up very fast. She is already 14. Are you preparing for her college fees? Damn it, Mom, stop! That topic drives me insane. I'm so sick of it. Everywhere I go, anyone I talk to always has something to say about college fees. As if Vicky must go to college. She might have other plans, but people just look at me like I'm crazy if I say anything like that. I've had enough. You really need to mind your own business. Keep out of it. I will as soon as you become a responsible parent to Vicky. How is she? Is she doing well? What have you been feeding her? Oh my god, Mom, I said stop it. You're making me want to scream. I'm tired of talking to you now. Forget I asked if I can come by. Goodbye. Hello, Vicky. I hope I haven't caught you at a bad time. Are you back from school? Can you spare me a few minutes? Yes, I'm back. I was just getting my homework done. But I can take a break for sure. What's up? Is everything okay? Well, I was talking to your mom yesterday. She seemed very busy, so I just wanted to check how you were doing. Are you getting along with your mother okay? Is she giving you enough time for the two of you to catch up on things? I guess we get along fine. We don't fight or anything. Are you sure? Are you being fed appropriately? How is school and your after-school activities? If there is anything that's bothering you, you can tell me. I am always here for you. Easy on the questions, Grandma. Thanks for looking out for me, though. But really, I am okay. You worry too much. Okay, if you say so. You know you can reach out to me anytime, right? I will always be on your side. Thanks. That means a lot, Grandma. You're so sweet. You are my precious granddaughter. I will always care for my sweet baby. Your family should always be a rock. You tell me if you ever feel unstable, and I will stop everything that I'm doing to help you. That's what Grandpa used to say all the time. It's good to hear it again from you. I'm so happy you remember. Yes, he used to say it all the time. He even said it on his deathbed. Oh, how I miss him. Sorry, didn't mean to be sentimental. No, it's okay. I understand you miss him. I miss him too. I really like that idea of a family, you know? Family should be the most important thing. Amen. I know you understand it very well. You are a very sweet, smart child. You will always prioritize your family above anything. Do I hear a but at the end? Well, I'm just worried because you tend to keep things to yourself. It's not bad to be a strong girl, but don't hold everything in so that it becomes a burden. If you need me or someone to talk to, you should reach out to someone. It doesn't have to be me. You can reach out to your mother, your father, friends, anyone. I know, Grandma. I'm 14 now. I'm not a child anymore. Yes, you are, my love. 14 is very much a child, and you should indulge in it. It's okay to depend on other people. I'm old, and I still depend on a lot of people. Anyway, I am glad to hear you're doing okay. Thank you for checking in. You are my rock, Grandma. And you, mine. Hey, I heard it's supposed to get extremely cold this weekend. The weather forecast said it might snow again. Make sure you stay warm at night. I don't want you catching a cold. Okay, I'll keep warm. But yikes, I don't like the sound of that. This house gets pretty cold. I will pass on the message to Mom as well. Alright, take care, sweetie. I'll try to come by to see you soon. I can't wait to see you. Bye. Grandma, I'm so sorry to message you so late. Are you still awake? I need your help, please. Vicky, what is the matter? Oh, thank God you were awake. Can I come over to your house now? Now? Honey, it's past midnight. What the heck is going on? Is everything all right? Are you in some kind of trouble? Where are you? I'm at home. But the thing is, I don't have any power at home. I've been able to manage the cold by wearing my jacket inside the house so far, but today it's on another level. I was hoping the weather forecast got it wrong, but they really nailed it this time. I'm scared I might freeze to death. I'm so sorry to bother you. Wait a second. What are you talking about? You haven't had electricity? Since when? Where is your mom? Mom hasn't been home. She hasn't for a while. I don't even know where she is. I beg your pardon? What do you mean she hasn't been home? Are you serious? For how long? Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, I'm sure she stops by while I'm at school, but I haven't seen her around. She leaves me some cash for food once in a while, but I think the last time we had a meal together was a month ago. I haven't had any electricity since the beginning of this month. She must have not paid for utilities. So you've been living on your own without electricity for a month now? I'm sorry I couldn't tell you the other day. I was afraid I would get separated from Mom if I did. I don't want her to be alone. I wanted to tell you, but I just couldn't.
My poor child. You've been tolerating the cold all this time? Vicky, you need to take better care of yourself. And if that means getting help from an adult, you need to get it ASAP. Do you know how much danger you're in?
Sort of. I knew you were going to say that.
This is not funny. I am on my way to pick you up right now.
I really like your idea of family, you know? That's what drove me to tolerate the cold by myself. I just wanted to be my mom's rock. I wanted us to be a real family.
I see. Vicky, you need to stay awake. Wait for me to arrive. I am already in the car.
I failed, haven't I? I'm so sorry I wasn't good enough to be my mom's rock. But I also know I can't go on like this anymore. I'm too tired.
It's okay, sweetheart. You did well. You have done more than enough. I will get you through this, I promise.
I'm sorry for being a failure.
You are not a failure. I'm the one who failed you. I should have known you were suffering.
No, it's not your fault. You have been nothing but kind to me. You've always helped me with your kindness, Grandma.
I am so proud of you, Vicky. You are such a strong girl. You have only proven your strength. Please don't call yourself a failure. Everything is going to be okay now.
Okay, thank you, Grandma.
Lois, we need to talk. You need to reply to me now.
What the hell, Mom? It's too early to be picking a fight. I'm off to work soon.
Are you home now? Isn't there something you have noticed?
What? What am I supposed to notice? Why are you giving me a quiz at 8 a.m.? I'm busy. What do you want?
Seriously, there's nothing that bothers you? Everything is sound in your house this morning?
There's nothing to notice. Jesus, woman. What the hell do you want? Have you finally lost your mind?
Unbelievable. Vicky was right about you. I'm so ashamed of you, Lois. I should have known you were neglecting Vicky. So much so that you don't even notice that she's not home.
What? She's not home? What are you talking about?
Try reading it out loud. She is not home. She asked me for help last night, so I went to pick her up. She is sleeping at my house now.
Huh? Why would she be sleeping at your house? She's not at school today then? You can't let her cut classes. Who do you think you are, you bitch?
I would rather have you call me whatever you want to call me than leave her inside a freezing home. Do you even know you don't have any power at your house?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of joke? You picked her up because the house didn't have any power?
A joke? Absolutely not. I don't know where you have been all night, but do you know how cold it was last night? Don't you realize you put her in serious danger? And don't you make up stories now because she told me everything. How you have barely been home for the past 2 months, bills unpaid. You left your 14-year-old daughter on her own.
Damn it. She told you? I told her not to tell you because I knew you would freak out.
Where the hell have you been? Why have you abandoned her? You don't actually have a job, do you?
I have things to take care of. Besides, Mom, seriously. She's 14. She's in high school now. She knows how to stay home by herself.
Stay by herself? You mean live by herself, right? You should be grateful Vicky stopped me from calling the police, because they would arrest you for this. Do you know how lonely she must have felt? Inside a dark, cold house for an entire month? A grown adult would have lost their mind.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I will be careful next time. Sorry. There, I apologized. Happy now?
What is wrong with you? Don't you understand what an irresponsible mother you are?
I may be irresponsible, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm her mother. Are you done? I have to go to work now.
Very well, Lois. I understand. You are not sorry for what you've done.
So what, Mom? What are you going to lecture me about next, huh? God, you are so annoying. I said I will be careful next time. What else do you want me to say?
There is no next time for you.
Huh? What? Of course there is. I'm her mom.
You will give up her custody. She will not return to your house, and you will not be seeing her unless she allows.
Very funny, Mom. But too bad, because that's not for you to decide. I am Vicky's mother.
She trusted you, but you betrayed her, Lois. A true mother would never do that. You are not good enough to be her mother, and nobody will ever approve of you as her mother.
Ouch! You're so harsh. I don't need anybody to approve of me as her mother, because the law says that I am her mother and that I have her custody. So you can't do anything. You are nothing but an old granny. So, like I told you before, stay out of it.
You are not her only parent, are you?
Are you talking about my ex? We're divorced. He is out of the picture, remember? I don't even know when was the last time Vicky saw him. He's as good as dead to us.
Why do you say us? Just because your marriage is over doesn't mean Vicky's relationship with her dad is. He will always be her dad.
So, what? Where are you going with this? What are you going to do, huh?
I already told him how you have treated your daughter. He will be filing a custody evaluation with the court immediately. He's headed to his lawyer's office as we speak to discuss strategies.
What? That's not possible. I already won when we got divorced.
But you've put Vicky in danger. You think the court won't take that as a reason to reevaluate? Common sense is killing me. He will probably win.
No, that's too sudden. What is Vicky saying? She wouldn't want to go with her dad.
Oh, but she does. She doesn't want to live with you anymore. I mean, live on her own, that is. She will testify in court if that is what it takes.
What? That doesn't make any sense. She is the one who chose me when her dad and I got a divorce. She chose me because she didn't like her dad.
No, you are wrong. She chose you because she didn't want you to be alone.
Huh? What is that supposed to mean?
She had explained to her dad at the time of the divorce. She was worried about you because you were torn from the divorce. She thought you needed her by your side to get back on your feet. Her dad respected that and let her stay with you.
Vicky said that? She never told me that.
Because you didn't make enough time to talk to her. You were so focused on yourself that you forgot about her feelings. Did you know that her dad asked if she wanted to stay with him, even for a short time? She said no, every time he asked.
Why would she say no? If she's wanting to go with him now, she must not like me anymore. She should have took his offer earlier.
She misses you, you fool. She misses the loving mommy that she used to have. She was afraid she would ruin you if she went to see her dad. So she waited for you to come back, both physically and mentally. In the dark and in the cold. I couldn't believe it when she apologized to me. She said she was sorry for failing, that she wasn't good enough for you. All she wanted was to be your rock, your family. You made her think that. A 14-year-old. How can you live with yourself, Lois?
I never asked that of her.
Shame on you. You think carefully about where you went wrong. You have been a horrible, pathetic mother. I hope you have some decency left to understand how you failed as a mother. If not, well, then you have failed miserably as a human being. Vicky's father kept his word and quickly filed for a child custody reevaluation against Lois. Since the court acknowledged that Vicky was not safe with Lois, everything happened very quickly. It was also very helpful that Vicky was allowed to be given a testimony of her own account, which I believe swayed the judge to transfer custody to her dad immediately. Lois, having witnessed her own daughter give a testimony in hopes of getting away from her, seemed struck. She did not make any countermove throughout the trial. Vicky went up to her mother after the ruling, and they seemed to have exchanged some words. I asked Vicky what they talked about, to which she shortly answered, "We made a promise." I do not know the details of their promise, but after that, Lois transformed into a much better person. She left the house she used to live in with Vicky, and to my surprise, asked me if she could live with me. Lois lives with me now and helps me around the house while working full-time. She has become very positive and seems more confident now. It's been so long since I've seen my daughter like this, but it's a blessing to see Lois get herself back again. I don't know what Vicky said to Lois, but whatever it was, they were words of magic. And whatever the promise may be, as long as Lois continues to strive to become a better person, I know it will come true.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Grace, how could you? I have never felt so sad in my entire life. What is wrong with you? Hi, Haley. What's the matter? What's the matter? Don't act like you don't know what you've done. How can you treat my son like that? I had no idea you were so heartless. I'm sorry. I seriously don't know what you're talking about. Have I done something to offend you? You need to give me a bit more information here. You scolded my sweet boy. Oh, are you talking about when I told Zane to stop running? I didn't yell at him or anything. I just told him to stop in a speaking tone. It's the same thing for him. He doesn't like to be scolded, and now he is upset. We were having such a great time. I was so happy to be able to spend Thanksgiving with everyone this year. But you ruined it. Our fun feeling is all gone because of you. Listen, Haley, I'm sorry that he's still upset about it. Honestly, I never wanted to scold him either. But he was getting out of hand. Someone had to say something sooner or later. And frankly, that someone should have been you. But you didn't do anything. You just let him run around wild. Zane never did anything to get yelled at in the first place. He didn't deserve it. You actually think that? You didn't find anything wrong with his behavior? Despite the fact that he called me names while pushing other people, he broke an important tool that I use for gardening too, because he was running around. He was not paying attention to where he was going. Everyone there was very shocked to see him behave like that. He's 10. This is what 10-year-olds do. He didn't deserve to be scolded. I could understand if he was 2 or 3 years old, but I would assume a 10-year-old is old enough to understand what he shouldn't be doing. Everyone was wondering why you didn't say anything. You let him do whatever he wanted to. An adult needs to tell the child if they're doing something dangerous. It's basic discipline. Zane is the only one who will have problems if he grows up not knowing what's good or bad. This is such an old idea, Grace. No one disciplines their child like that nowadays. But that doesn't even really matter now anyway. You need to respect how we are raising our child. And our way is not to scold our son. What about discipline then? Are you actually not going to do anything to correct him? Because if you don't, you're only neglecting him. Nothing good will come out of it if you only spoil him. I will raise my child as I see fit. You can't tell me what I should or shouldn't do. Keep out of it. How could I keep out of it? I can't pretend like nothing happened. He broke my things and called me names, pushed people who are important to me. It must mean that your way is not working if he keeps misbehaving like that. No, you're wrong. My way is working perfectly. He gets enough discipline from his teachers anyway. He will not be scolded unnecessarily outside of school. Haley, please stop being so stubborn and listen to me. I know you must have a hard time with him too. If you don't start teaching him now, he will become uncontrollable. He will have so much trouble and he won't be able to get away with it once he's an adult. You don't want that for him, do you? Zane is usually a very good boy. He was just bored at your house. There was nothing for him to do. No entertainment whatsoever. You know, you could have prepared something for him. Just because he was bored doesn't make it okay for him to misbehave. It was very dangerous. I was scared he was going to hurt my granddaughter. Of course he wouldn't. What do you think he is? My son is not a monster. You saw him push her off the porch. It was a good thing she landed on her feet, although it happened out of the blue. She could have hit her head. Well, she didn't hit her head, did she? By chance, Haley, by chance. You're smart enough to imagine what would happen if you're pushed off a porch by surprise, aren't you? She could have been seriously injured. If someone doesn't explain that to Zane, something serious could happen very soon. Stop it, Grace. You're making it sound as if Zane is a lunatic. My son is a sweet, good child. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all this because I am mad at Zane. I am mad at you. Me? Perhaps Zane has his reasons for misbehaving. He's only 10, as you say, so maybe he doesn't know why he acts the way he does either. But you, Haley, you don't get to make an excuse. You are an adult and you are his parent. Yet you don't apologize. You don't try to calm your son down. Instead, you sit there and watch. Your attitude towards this issue is not acceptable. A lot of us think you are the problem of the mess, not Zane. What the hell? Why do I have to be told off by you? Just because you are older doesn't give you the right to tell me what I need to do with my kid. And for the record, I am not the only parent to Zane. If you are talking about Charlie, he tried to stop Zane. I watched him explain to Zane why he needs to stop. He even apologized to everyone, but what did you do? You ignored everything that was going on. And now you are blaming me for ruining your holidays. I didn't do anything because I saw my husband talking to Zane. There is no need for the both of us to scold him. That would just hurt Zane's feelings. You're still making excuses. Anyway, Haley, my granddaughter and her parents were upset with what happened, and frankly, so am I. You need to understand that you are the one who ruined everyone's holiday. You really need to get your way straightened. If not, I don't think I can have you or Zane over again. I'm too scared that someone would get hurt. Excuse me? You just favor your granddaughter over Zane. What? I never said that. You are still not getting my point. I'm saying you need to rethink how you communicate with your child. Because right now, you are being an irresponsible parent by letting Zane do whatever he wants. I know you were angry that Zane broke your stupid gardening tool. But Charlie already told you that he will replace it with a new one. Stop holding it against us. Again, that's not my point. It's not about money or a broken tool. You need to look in the mirror, Haley. Change your attitude and actions before you start blaming other people. Or else Zane will end up the same. Your child looks up to you. Don't let him down. I knew it, Grace. You just don't like Zane. That's why you were mean enough to scold him for being a child. I fully understand now. What? Where is this coming from? You prefer your granddaughter over Zane. She is more important for you. What is it, huh? What do you not like about him? Is it because he is my child? Whoa, calm down, Haley. What are you mad about now? Why do you think I have preferences over my grandchildren? They're Christmas presents. What about it? You gave her a gift voucher worth $60. You only gave Zane $50. You are such a cheapskate. Did you think I wouldn't find out? You favor her. Seriously. Don't tell me you asked how much I gave my granddaughter. Because that's just rude. Oh, don't try to change the subject. You are being cheap with my son. You need to explain why you did that. I change how much I give by age, that's all. She is a year older than Zane. That's why she got more than him. A $10 difference for being a year apart. $10 for first grade, $20 for second grade, and so on. That's why my granddaughter, who is in the 6th, got $60. Yours is grade 5, so he got $50. I've had this rule for years now. I assure you, I am not favoring anyone over another. Did you just make that up? Are you sure you didn't give her more because you like her better than my son? Excuse me? I don't know what you take me for, but I would never do anything like that. I'm sorry, but you are being paranoid, Haley. He did get $10 more than what I gave him last year, didn't he? Well, I can't help it, since you are so mean to me all the time. I thought maybe you're being mean to Zane too because you don't like me. I don't recall ever being mean to you or Zane. But are you referring to what happened during Thanksgiving? Do you still not understand why I said those things? I didn't want to tell you this, but Charlie is upset about you too. He said something to you? He has always come to me for advice. Charlie is concerned that you two have different opinions and values, especially when it comes to raising Zane. He doesn't know what you are thinking. The two of you are talking badly behind my back? That is horrible. How could you? No, we're not talking badly of you. He's just concerned about your differences. Do you think that makes it any better? It's unbelievable how much you despise me. You've talked to my husband into hating me now too. You're trying to cut me out. Haley, you're being paranoid again. You have a very strong imagination. Let's just stop this. I'm tired and don't have time to listen to your paranoia. I am not imagining things. You are such a bully, Grace. How dare you drag my husband into thinking negatively of me? It's true that I do not think well of you right now, but I have never bullied you. Never have I ever preferred a certain grandchild or talked to my son into anything. I am too old for drama, and I'm not that immature. I disagree. You are intentionally being mean to me. You have hurt my feelings badly. You are a horrible person, Grace. Grace! You will not talk yourself out of this. I have finally caught you red-handed. Why are you mad at this time? Both of your grandchildren have birthdays this month. They have always received their gifts from you at the same time. But why hasn't Zane received his this year? I know you sent it to your granddaughter already. Oh, that. I see why you're angry. I heard you gave her a brand new video game. Where is Zane's? Why does my son not have any gift from you? I didn't send anything, and I don't plan to anytime soon. Why? How can you be so morbid? Don't you have any feelings towards him? You are so cold to your own grandson. I will only be giving gifts to my granddaughter going forward. Zane will not receive anything from me for any occasion. And for God's sake, Haley, stop being so greedy. Aren't you ashamed to message me to ask for gifts? Oh, that is not fair. Zane is also your grandchild. How low can you be? You can't be nice to one and be mean to another. It's so wrong of you to change your attitude like that to a child. Don't you have a heart? My grandchild? You're asking me to treat him like my grandchild. Well, I can't and I won't. What? The only grandchild I have is the one my own daughter had 11 years ago. So you admit it. You favor your granddaughter over Zane because you don't like him. You dislike your own grandson. No, that's not it. I'm not favoring anyone over another. It's just that I care more for my real grandchild. I will not treat him as my grandson because I cannot consider him one anymore. How dare you say such horrible things? Can you say that to his face? I have never been so hurt. He has never been so hurt. I am only being honest with you. I never imagined you could be such a cold-blooded beast. You are heartless. Look who's speaking. You don't care about others? You let your paranoia run wild and worry about yourself. I knew it, Grace. My son and I always been a nuisance to you. You never liked either of us. I've had enough of your bullying. I can't stay a minute longer in this family. Zane and I are moving back to my hometown. Sure, go ahead. No one is stopping you. In fact, you don't have to come back. Make sure to tell your son the truth. I am leaving him because of you. If it wasn't for you, none of this would have happened. Yes, sure, I will tell him. But I know he won't be stopping you from leaving either. Ah, I see how this goes. You have conspired with him, haven't you? Fine then. If he is on your side, I will divorce him. Oh, will you now? I see. He would never want to end our marriage over you. But he needs to understand how furious I am with him for not having my back. He will come asking me for forgiveness if I threaten him with a divorce. But I will not return until you apologize to me, Grace. This is all on you. I will never apologize to you because I have never said anything wrong. I bet you will be the one to ask for forgiveness. Anyway though, like I said, you don't need to return. Acting strong, huh? We'll see how strong you are once your son begs you to apologize to me. At the end of the day, he will fight for me and Zane. Just watch. What the hell is going on? Why did I receive a divorce petition from Charlie? Why are you surprised? You said you were going to divorce him. You should be glad you are getting what you wished for. I wasn't being serious. You know I wasn't, Grace. I only wanted you to apologize to me. Oh, but it seems like my son actually wants to get a divorce. He doesn't want you to come home at all. In fact, he lives in peace now. What a pathetic wimp. You talked him into it. He really does whatever you say, doesn't he? I can't believe this. My own husband won't fight for me. I will never forgive either of you for this. I will make him pay. What are you talking about, my dear? Don't be so silly. The only person paying is you. He will be suing you. What? Why me? My son and I are victim of a conspired divorce. Your bullying led me to leave. I had no choice but to protect myself. Nice try, but your victim card won't work. I think I have enough grounds. You bullied me and my son by favoring your granddaughter. Anyone would see why I had to leave. You are the cause for all of this mess. Haley, I believe I told you this before, but let me try again. I have never bullied you. I have tried to talk to you. Because I don't agree with your ways. None of which you listen to anyway. And your son is not my grandson, get it? See? Bully. You are so cold. How do you sleep at night after saying horrible things to me and my son? Why don't you like us? What have we done to get treated like this? It's not about who I like or don't like. I know the truth, Haley. I know that your son is not Charlie's. What? What are you talking about? You're insane. You don't know what I'm saying? Let me clarify for you then. Zane is the end result of you and your cheating on Charlie. Charlie is not Zane's real father. Excuse me? How dare you insult me? You don't have any proof of that. Oh, but we do. Uh-huh. A while back, you told Charlie you wanted to have a second child, didn't you? Yes. What about it? Well, Charlie is a lot older than you know. He was worried if he had the ability to have kids. So he visited the doctor to get tested because he didn't want to get your hopes up if the chances were limited. What? He never told me he got tested. He did, for you. And his results were quite interesting because it turns out Charlie had practically zero chances of having a baby. The doctor told him he would need a miracle to make it happen. What? That can't be. But that's what the data said. And I didn't think there's any reason for the doctor to lie to him, is there? Well, his reproductive ability must have deteriorated after we had Zane. It was a long time ago. That's what he thought at first too. He could have gotten more tests to find out whether it happened over the past 10 years or he had been always that way. But he didn't, because it doesn't change the fact that it's difficult to have another child with you. Then, he became very skeptical and decided to run a DNA test without telling you. What do you think the results said? It clearly showed that Charlie is not Zane's biological father. The results are wrong. I have never cheated on my husband. Oh, I think you have. I firmly believe the scientific data over what comes out of your mouth. Your son is not my grandchild for sure. So I don't care if you leave the family or if you never return. I won't lie though. I had hoped Charlie would divorce you. But I didn't even need to ask. He decided on his own and had his lawyer start the process. I'm glad for him because he doesn't deserve to be with a woman who has betrayed him. Listen, Grace. It's not what you think. What isn't? How are you going to argue with science, huh? Because it's telling us you had your son with someone else. What do you have to say? I'm so sorry. I wasn't myself back then. It was a mistake. I never imagined I would get pregnant. And I always believed that Zane was Charlie's. Are you saying you got pregnant from a one-night stand? Well, it doesn't matter where you were in a relationship with someone or just randomly sleeping around. It doesn't change the fact that you cheated on my son. You will face your sins. I never intended to betray him. Please, believe me. Stop making excuses, please. All you'll do is annoy me even more. Your words are worthless to me. Anyway, enjoy your time in your hometown. Good luck explaining to your parents. Take me back, please. You have to help me stop Charlie. Zane has no doubt that Charlie is his father. My daughter and I are helping him pack your things. We will have it sent out soon. It's too hard for him to pack your belongings. You don't even know how devastated he is. Let me talk to him. He won't pick up my calls or return my messages. What is there to talk about? Besides, he has his lawyer to do that for him now. If there is anything you need to say to him, contact his lawyer. And one final advice for you as a farewell gift. Suck it up and do as he says. That's the only thing you can do to make things better. Don't make it any worse than it is now. I am sorry for everything I have ever said to you. My attitude, my disrespect, my whining. I was wrong about everything. I apologize sincerely. Why do you even need forgiveness? I need it badly, Grace. I can't have Charlie divorcing me. I won't be able to raise Zane on my own. Why not? I thought you would be grateful to get a divorce. You can raise Zane however you want to. No one will get in the way of how you raise him. Plus, you won't need to deal with a cold-blooded mother-in-law who bullies you anymore, right? Haley tried to apologize to my son many times after being served with the petition. She tried to desperately trying to amend their relationship, but nothing worked. Although he felt very bad for abandoning Zane, Charlie's mind was set. Haley finally gave in, and the couple ended up filing for a divorce a couple months later. Haley and Zane stayed with their parents for a while, but because she neglected to discipline her child, her parents kicked them out shortly after. I guess she didn't understand one bit of what I had told her about disciplining him. After they were kicked out, Haley got together with any man she could to pay for their living. In the end, she got into bed with a con man who stole most of what she had left. I bet she still hasn't figured out what she needs to do to live a decent life. I also heard that Zane had become a frequently seen face at the police station. It is very unfortunate that he didn't receive the care he should have received as a child. Having had enough from his marriage with Haley, Charlie had given up on dating anyone and moved in with me. I hope he changes his mind and finds someone who can make him truly happy in the future. But for now, I will enjoy my time with my son, who I raised right.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.